Oh boy, they are back at it again, guys. That being Riot Games. Hello, hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. Today we talk about Riot Games all around the time of League of Legends Worlds going on. Could it be better timing for a class action lawsuit? Riot Games now suing an esports organization known as the RIOT Squad for, of course, copyright infringement and also the coin term Riot being used on their merch line, and also being accused of using that word Riot to mislead advertisers, partners to actually go with the organization, that being RIOT Squad, making them think that they're actually a part of Riot Games, which they are not. But first of all, let's go into the background of the organization, okay? An organization who's been known for a little bit of time out there in esports, but not have been around for too long whatsoever. I think right around 6 months or so. The esports organization did start earlier this year, and they've signed some decent rosters. Actually, for all you CSGO fans out there, formerly Bad News Bears, now FNS, Mitch are on that roster as well. Not a terrible roster inside CSGO to have. Alongside them, though, this team is a bit notorious because for when it comes time for Fortnite players, they sign Ziff and Ronaldo. If you guys are Fortnite fans out there, you know these are the two guys that clearly and legitimately came forward and actually cheated to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup. They actually were given a ban by Epic Games for cheating to try and qualify for World Cup. It was only a 2-week ban, you know, classic Epic Games. The duo then came back in a later week and qualified for the World Cup. Tons of public backlash, and they were signed by RIOT Squad the day they went to the World Cup. So I'm not fully with the organization. That does not mean, though, they should be sued by Riot Games. So yes, they have players in CSGO, they have players in Fortnite, I believe R6, Apex, and a few others, PUBG as well. So a pretty decently known esports organization out there is now being sued by Riot Games for the use of that coin term alongside their mission statements, which are also a bit similar, but I don't really know about that. I'll show you guys on screen as well. We do have, of course, first of all, Riot's. Theirs is supports games made by players for players, and then we have Riot Squad's mission statement, founded for gamers by gamers. I don't know. They didn't really use the same terms at all, so that's a bit of a stretch, I would say. We've also have Riot apparently asking for money in this, and it could be a lot of money. Supposedly what they are asking for calls for punitive and compensatory, I probably mispronounced that. Either way, they're calling for damages and also revenue share from the merch using the term Riot, and also reimbursement for costs of the lawsuit, and to destroy all material that is actually using the coin term Riot. Destroy everything. Rebrand, pretty much, I think is what they're saying. Pay us, and also pay for the cost of the lawsuit we're opening up against you. Riot is asking for everything, and then beyond that, I think they might be stretching a bit in this case. Now, you guys, of course, can leave your thoughts down below, because we have seen this before in gaming. At least one time, I think we actually saw it with FaZe Clan. They were sued by a merch company who has coined themselves as FaZe, as FaZe Clan had used the term only FaZe on their merch sign. I do believe, though, thanks to Misery who brought me this story, that FaZe Clan won that lawsuit. I'm not sure in that, but ever since then, they've actually used only the word FaZe on their merch. So I think that lawsuit went in FaZe Clan's favor for using the word FaZe. We'll see how that one goes in the future. And alongside that, we have other organizations out there that have not chosen to pursue this like Riot Games has. If you guys do not know of this podcast, it's a great podcast on YouTube, the Misfits podcast, made up of a lot of big YouTubers out there. Fitz, Swagger Souls, a great bunch of guys, a great podcast. Misfits Gaming, the esports org, they haven't sued them. So Riot, I don't know what ground they really stand on here. But this lawsuit will go on. This full lawsuit will be linked down below for all of you. All I'm saying is when it comes time for the organization, that being RIOT Squad, they've made some decisions that are, you know, I'm not a huge fan of. But when it comes time for being sued by Riot Games, what ground do they have to stand on? Because this organization is using the word Riot. Can a team of people, can a developer out there like Riot Games really say that no one else out there can use the word Riot? Unless they have vast evidence that the organization was trying to mislead advertisers and partnerships that they were a part of Riot Games, I don't see this going anywhere. FaZe Clan won their ordeal. We don't see many people out there trying to go after esports organizations because they used one term. And when it comes time for the mission statements, I really don't see too much correlation there. I think Riot Games might be reaching with this one, but you guys can leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about this? Riot Games now in a class action lawsuit against an esports organization. Interesting timing out there for League of Legends Worlds. Alongside that, the Hong Kong Liberation Riot also making their statements on that. They continue to make some moves out there. Until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy the breakdown of esports and gaming news here all day long. Have a good rest of your days. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon. Bye.